I don't know where this is gonna fit, or if it will. You know, it's kind of funny. Bo Burnham did that thing where he celebrated the start of his birthday like it was a big, like he had a big pity party for himself. I had that last musical thing with Regina all timed out perfectly. There was even like it was gonna be even more perfect because the one of the tracks was still stuck on repeat one track, and I had to fix that in the at the start. After I got my work uniform on, I was supposed to hold up my phone so that you could see. That my camera cannot display things that are in focus. That was the big stinger for like, fuck you, Bo Burnham, with your pity party on your birthday before you even had time for your real birthday. Oh no, you turned fucking 30 and you didn't get your fucking movie done on time. I don't think it was fucking. I'm back into it. I'm trying to like go when I gotta scale back. The point was I was tearing everything down here. I was downstairs. I was getting ready to eat some fucking Snicker or not, fucking Buckeyes. It's my Christmas cookie. I've been holding on to it. Christian Bale. I was holding on to those Christmas cookies till after I was done with this, so I wouldn't be such a fat fuck. I was getting ready to eat some of those. Getting ready to some eggnog that I also avoided this whole holiday season. I finally get to have some as my big, as my New Year's celebration. This is better than most New Year's I've been having. I actually did some. It's not a pity party, but I thought it would be like a good fuck you. It was supposed to happen at the end of that song, the last song. And inevitably, the project has been all over the place. That was the choice I made when I decided not to really drive myself mad trying to do one thing on my own that was just too big. It was built to be too big to handle, and it was too big to handle. So that's kind of. I didn't plan to have any kind of post-mortem for the project, but it definitely turned out to be way too big to handle. I don't self-actualize in a room by myself. I've tried that. I don't. It doesn't work. I can't do all the things that I need done to do the kind of things that would even come close to me self-actualizing. So I might just be a hater. Or I just have serious concerns about one person's self-actualization and its impact on everyone else. That was the theme. I don't know what's next. What's next for me is editing this and trying to figure out a way to distribute it. Those will be people's names who I'm going to be distributing at. I've got a Discord server, which is just... Oh, cool, a private message board. That's what everyone's been shouting about this whole time, a fucking private message board? Cool. So that's where I'm going to be kind of posting up the things as I upload them to YouTube, or maybe after I've uploaded them all to YouTube. It's all going to get dropped at once. People who have the bandwidth to try to sift through this and try to find any nuggets of value. I'm hoping to get them on board, because that's ultimately what this is. It's going to succeed or fail by crowdsourcing the work of actually noticing what's going on. Cover a lot of shit. Plenty of it's tenuous, but plenty of it is just really specific to a specific subject, or person, or situation. It's a mess, and I'm not looking forward to editing it. I think I'm bound to be incredibly frustrated. The music part, especially the song, I'm going to be ultra aware of how janky and unprofessional everything is, how my singing's not up to snuff, and my breathing's not up to snuff. Got a lot of ways to self-flagellate myself. I'm going to try to avoid it. But that was, it was supposed to be part of, like, A flex. Like it's a cell phone. You can see I'm trying to relax with some Simpsons, and it's 12. It's 12:26 now on January 1st, 2022. This was how I arranged to spend my New Year's. It was funny. My cousin, who is intermittently supportive and kind of combative in equal measure, he invited me to go over there for New Year's yesterday. And I had to be like, I kept it vague, because I know he's going to follow up at some point to see if I had any friends at all, and I'll have to admit that no, I didn't have friends. I was just here doing this. And he'll be like, you know what I mean? Like, he'll give me the benefit of the doubt, because I said I had plans, and then it'll turn out that I didn't have plans that meant much to him, so I don't know. He doesn't know anything about the project. I'll be like, yeah, I was shooting outside. He knows it exists, he just doesn't know the context. Shout out to my cousin for all that Bo Burnham stuff. Shout out to all the subjects, whether I liked them or not. I still did use you. Bo Burnham always talked about honoring the history of hip-hop. I was honoring one era of hip-hop, and that was 1999 to 2007. Fucking rob people. 50 Cent. That's what I was doing. And I wish I could have done more. I think that last push was where I really started to fucking flow. It was tough. It was this whole, like, the slow and boring depression part at the beginning was, yeah, I guess it'll work in some way. I want to get acting jobs. I'd like to be able to be an actor. I think I'd be good at that, and I think it would pay me better than what I'm doing right now, which is being a janitor. I think it would be more fulfilling than being a janitor. And also profitable. And also having money to live would make pretty much anything fulfilling. Like being a janitor with a living wage would be even more fulfilling than being a janitor without one. Yeah. If that's all, maybe I get a... Matt, you know anybody at Harvard who has an opening in janitorial? Do they get paid better? Is that fucking starting wage like 15 at least? I'm still not making 15 at all, man. I could use that. Use that $15 an hour. That was it. I didn't want to talk more. I don't know if I'll try to arrange this. I don't know. I survived. I'm gonna go eat my special treat and chill out. It's gonna be American Dad and probably Red Dead Redemption, and definitely getting this on multiple drives before I go to sleep, or at least starting the process. I've learned some things over the years. I wasted $100 on a fucking hard drive just for this fucking project. That's what I learned over the years. And Bo Burnham, I'm billing him. I'm gonna send that bill along. Send a bill along for everything. Did I show animations in the editing? That's the fucking trick of this. I got a whole other journey ahead of myself, and I don't know that I'm gonna want to take it, but I gotta. But first, I get to check the footage and see if something has happened to make it horrible. And that's just the nitty-gritty of trying to make a thing. All the people who are under 25, exactly. I think you're dope. I think the tools you have available to you were made by idiots. And I want to fucking identify the stupid shit that has been allowed to continue. Like, we're living in several evolutionary dead ends as a species. We're maintaining evolutionary dead ends because of our humanitarian efforts. And I think there's a real issue. there, and it's nothing like what any of you think it is. And any of you with existing agendas who want to use anything I've said to support that existing agenda, I will likely get irritated with you and try to destroy you with words. And with satire and irony. And I will never use notation to indicate sarcasm. Because if you can't understand it or use context clues, then you shouldn't use it. If you need notation, you shouldn't be using it. You should use sincerity. Get notation for sincerity, you fucks. There's enough sarcasm. Get special notation for when you guys say something and fucking mean something.